Hey friends, it's Joe Carrell. Welcome to another episode of In the Mix. Today we are going to talk about bass guitar. I got one of my best friends here, Jacob Lowry, on bass today, one of the guys. So anyway, what we're doing today, you see he's got an incredible group of instruments, a couple pedals, things like that. We're literally just going DI. We're going to DI, we're gonna go in the control room and show you I'm going through a WA-73 and the WA-2A. Jacob and I, is that better grammar? Better. Have been using that chain for a while now, and it's one of his very, very favorites. And you're talking about a guy that has had everything in the world thrown at him. So let's see what we got, buddy.
Let's do it.
You can dance through the fire, laugh at the rain again.
Okay, so we're going to WA-73, like I said. Gain, it's gonna vary, but I'm using about 30 right now, it looks like. No EQ whatsoever. Output trim, not trimmed at all. I'm not afraid to gain this guy up throughout the day to get transformer color and more grit if that's what we need. Going into the WA-2A, right now I'm getting about 4 or 5 dB of compression on some of the peaks. I'm gonna check my output here, just a little above unity, it's perfect. Brandon has already checked our 2-tape level inside of Pro Tools and we're looking good. And that's a great tone right there.
You're a beautiful, 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 beautiful girl.
Okay guys, so we've seen what we did in the studio to capture the bass guitar. Let's take a look in the mix room, how we've treated it to make it sound like what you hear on the record. Okay, so you'll see here that I have the Acoustica tape, and you can take a look at the settings there. Again, for those friends of mine that watch this series very often, you know this is a real go-to tool for me. I love him. All right, for compression, you'll remember I got 5 or 6 dB of compression on the tracking day with the Warm Audio WA-2A. But in the box here, in the mix, here I wanted something a little bit aggressive. I've really came to love this plug-in. It's called the Acme Opticon. It's from Plug-in Alliance, Brainworks. I love this plug-in. I'll show you a little bit about, in a minute what it does. Following that up with a little equalization from the Plug-in Alliance Brainworks 2098. This is an emulation of the Rupert Neve 9098 console channel equalizer. I have a lot of experience on that console and love it. It's one of my favorite EQs ever, so I was really excited to see that Brainworks and Acoustica came out with models of it. And lastly, for a little color, I have the Plug-in Alliance Brainworks character plug-in, and that's giving me some grit, some drive, a little distortion really. And it's not for the sake of distortion, it's really just helping this bass part find its way to the front of the mix, the articulation of the notes kind of find their way through just a little bit. Okay, so let me show you what the sound that I captured that day is like before any of this treatment, okay? So this is the raw bass as captured through the WA-2A and the WA-73 preamp, okay? Okay, that's a fantastic sound. Every bass player that comes in here loves that chain. Okay, but what I want to show you now, let me start turning these on and let you hear the difference it's making. I'll have this compressor and bypass for a minute. I want you to hear not only, getting 6 or 7 dB of compression, but I want you to hear how the tone kind of tightens up, okay? And I also want you to hear just that little bit of grit, harmonic distortion, as the strings are being plucked, attacked, right? And that's actually going a long way to help the bass set in the mix, okay? Okay, so that's it for compression. Here's the equalization. I've got got it in bypass here. Let me put it on. I'm gonna show you, first let me show you the settings. So what I'm doing, I'm cutting about 6 dB, if you can see that, at 178 cycles with a pretty broad Q. It's around 1.1. And then I'm also adding some attack, 6 dB, 2.6K, with about 1.3. And I am using the harmonic, the accurate harmonic channel strip, that Brainworks have modeled here. You can see that right here. So anyway, let's put it in and see what it sounds like in the mix, okay? Okay, see how it really streamlines that low end, that low mid. I've still got plenty of low lows and I've got plenty of attack, but I've carved out enough of that 170 that it's not conflicting with any of the low end of the guitars, low end of Elle's voice, kick drums, things like that. So that really sets it in a nice spot. And then lastly, let me turn on this guy. By itself, you may think, again, if you're not used to using distortion yet in mixing, you may think, what in the world? But you'll see when I put it in the mix, you don't hear distortion. You just hear the detail of the bass guitar a little more prominent. Okay, so here it is. Okay, it may be weird for you if you've not dealt with it, but try that. Snare drums, sometimes overheads, tom-toms, kick drums, bass guitars. There's a multitude of things that can actually benefit from a little bit of distortion, even in a song like this that's otherwise very clean and pristine, very elegant sounding, pretty sounding. A little bit of distortion used in the right ways can actually increase some good qualities that we want, okay? So let me put all these guys on and play it within the mix just to give you guys, one last look at the finished sound.
Stronger than steel, a heart full of gold, gonna come around again.
Okay, I really love that. I love the way the bass guitar is setting in the mix where it sets. It's very consistent. There's just enough, attack or presence to carry a song like this. I love this song. This is probably the favorite thing that I've produced all year to this point. I love it, and I hope you guys do too. Okay friends, I hope you enjoyed today's show. If you would, do me a favor, follow Warm Audio on their social media pages like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, for all the current news about our program. As well, if you would, follow me on my Instagram and Facebook at In The Mix with Joe Carrell. I'm going to give extra content and stuff that I hope you guys will enjoy. Okay, now for Elle Sera singing Beautiful Girl.
Oh, the many sides of you and the things I still don't know yet. There's a world undiscovered, and I may never know the half of it. Walk through the fire and sit in the rain again, 'cause every time out on the other end, stronger than steel, heart full of gold, gonna come around again. More than your name, more than your skin, 'cause baby, that's all for sure. Wear your lightning, roll your thunder for everyone to know. You're beautiful, 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 beautiful girl. Isn't too much of anything worth much of anything, as much as your soul. So why waste your time